fighter jets scream across contested skies and warships jostle for dominance in the Indo-Pacific. One nation faces a defining question: can the Philippines afford to be left behind? With the region on edge and great powers playing hardball, the Philippines finds itself under pressure, not just diplomatically, but militarily. Its aging air fleet, more suited for parades than modern warfare, stands as a glaring weak link in a neighborhood bristling with high-tech arsenals. How long can a country protect its sovereignty when its air force is decades behind? And what price is too high or too low for national defense? After years of delayed upgrades and budget shortfalls, a bold proposition is now on the table: the acquisition of affordable Italian fighter jets, marketed as combat-ready, cost-efficient, and quickly deployable. For a resource-strapped military, it's tempting. But here's the million-dollar question: does cheap mean smart or short-sighted? This debate has ignited urgent discussions in defense circles, political chambers, and economic boards. Will Italian jets boost the Philippines' air power, or leave it flying blind in a storm of future threats? Is this a stepping stone toward a stronger air force, or just another stopgap wrapped in diplomatic gloss? This piece dives deep into the deal's promise and pitfalls, weighing affordability against capability, and short-term relief against long-term readiness. Because in a region where the skies are heating up fast, the Philippines can't afford to miscalculate its next move. When you're guarding your skies with limited resources, affordability isn't just attractive, it's strategic. For the Philippines, eyeing Italian fighter jets may seem like an unlikely but clever move. But why Italian? And more importantly, can cheap still mean capable? In the world of fighter jets, cost is often the deciding factor. Compared to pricier options like the American F-16s, Sweden's Gripen, or South Korea's upgraded F-A-50 variants, Italian jets present a financially tempting alternative. Whether it's refurbished Eurofighter Typhoons, or even advanced trainers like the Leonardo M346FA with light attack capabilities, Italy is known for offering potent aircraft at a fraction of Western heavyweights' costs. Operational expenses also tip the scales. Italian aircraft, especially lighter multi-role jets or advanced trainers, tend to consume less fuel, require simpler logistics, and boast lower maintenance demands, making them well-suited for a developing air force like the PAF.
To this end, our FA-50 fighter jets shall improve our maritime patrol capability, aid our Air Force in monitoring the developments within the Philippines' exclusive economic zone, and provide close air support to our combat troops.
Add to that possible favorable financing terms, lease options, or government-to-government defense packages from Italy, and the deal becomes even more attractive. Could this be the rare case where affordability aligns with functionality? Don't let the affordable label fool you. These jets may punch above their price tag. Take the Leonardo M346FA, a light fighter with multi-role potential. It can handle air-to-air missions, precision ground strikes, and even limited maritime patrol, making it a flexible platform for a nation spread across over 7,600 islands. Though lighter than frontline fighters, these aircraft often come with modern radars, smart munitions compatibility, electronic warfare, pods, and network-centric warfare features, all vital in deterring incursions in contested waters. While these jets may not match the sheer power of a top-tier fifth-generation platform, they're far from obsolete. Is it better to have a few elite aircraft or a larger fleet of reliable, ready ones? One of the most underestimated factors in air power is timing. Traditional suppliers can take years to deliver, slowed by red tape, production queues, or political delays. In contrast, Italy may be able to offer aircraft from existing stockpiles or with shorter production timelines. This means faster deployment, quicker pilot training, and a shorter path to operational readiness, especially crucial as regional tensions continue to rise. In a time of rising threats, How much is fast delivery worth in national security terms? Relying heavily on one or two allies like the US or South Korea can leave a country vulnerable to shifts in foreign policy or supply bottlenecks.
Thank you so much.
No, not at all. My pleasure. Please.
By engaging Italy, the Philippines not only broadens its defense portfolio, but also strengthens diplomatic ties within the EU, potentially unlocking future tech sharing, training programs, or joint exercises. Diversification is no longer a luxury. It's a necessity in today's unpredictable world order. Could buying from Italy be about more than jets, perhaps even a pivot towards smarter multi-dimensional diplomacy? In a time when security partnerships are as valuable as weapons themselves, the potential acquisition of Italian fighter jets is more than just a tactical upgrade. It could be a diplomatic signal. Traditionally, the Philippines has leaned heavily on the United States, and more recently, South Korea, for its defense acquisitions. But such reliance comes with risks, delays due to shifting foreign policy, regional priorities, or export restrictions. Diversifying defense sources can serve as both a hedge and a strategic realignment. By engaging Italy, the Philippines opens the door to deeper bilateral cooperation, not just in defense, but in trade, technology transfer, education, and even cultural exchange. Italy, as a key EU member, brings access to a broader European defense network, potentially opening discussions on joint training programs, maintenance partnerships, and future co-development of systems. Could this deal be the first step in transforming Italy from a distant friend into a long-term strategic partner? In an era of increasingly multipolar global politics, where alliances are tested and new ones are forming, the symbolic and practical value of forging closer ties with European partners cannot be underestimated. It sends a clear message. The Philippines is open to new collaborations, new alliances, and a more independent, diversified foreign policy. Is this more than a military purchase? Could it be the start of a broader foreign policy shift? While the appeal of affordable Italian fighter jets is undeniable, not everything that glitters is gold. Behind the promise of cost-effectiveness and quick deployment lie critical questions about long-term value, capability, and strategic fit. Is the Philippines at risk of buying short-term relief at the expense of long-term security? Italian jets, particularly the M346FA or older Eurofighter variants, offer competent features. But how do they measure up against cutting-edge threats? Compared to American F-16s, Swedish Gripens, or even Korean FA-50s with upgraded systems, many Italian models may lag in radar range, stealth profiles, network-centric warfare capabilities, and electronic countermeasures. In increasingly complex threat environments, especially with advanced aircraft and missile systems deployed by neighboring powers, the technological limitations of lighter or older Italian jets could be a liability. Their survivability in high-intensity conflict scenarios is a legitimate concern. Will these jets be relevant in 5, 10, or 15 years? Or will the Philippines need to upgrade again soon? Bringing in a new aircraft type from a non-traditional supplier isn't just about the jets. It's about everything that comes with them. Integrating Italian platforms into the PAF's existing infrastructure may demand new training programs, tools, and maintenance facilities. Pilots and ground crew would require specialized instruction, potentially abroad, which takes time and resources. Moreover, spare parts availability and long-term supply chain reliability are valid concerns. If Italy's defense export priorities shift or spare parts become scarce, the PAF could face operational downtime or costly workarounds. Can the Philippines afford a learning curve? And the risk of maintenance bottlenecks. In a time of rising security threats, interoperability is another issue. Will these jets work smoothly alongside US-supplied equipment, or will they stand apart as an isolated asset? Seamless coordination with allied forces, especially in joint patrols or multilateral exercises, is crucial. and incompatibility can be a silent but serious flaw. Affordability often comes at a price, and sometimes that price is capability. The South China Sea, with its vast maritime zones and complex tactical challenges, demands aircraft capable of long-range patrols, advanced surveillance, and precision strikes over water. While Italian jets can handle general roles, it's debatable whether they are tailored to this high-stakes theater. Are these jets simply good enough? Or are they strategically mismatched to the Philippines' most urgent security needs? There's also the risk that prioritizing budget-friendly platforms leads to strategic complacency, investing in quantity over quality, or short-term solutions over long-term deterrence. In national defense, cheap can be expensive later. Affordability often comes at a price, and sometimes that price is capability. The allure of affordable Italian fighter jets is strong, but national defense is never just about price tags. As the Philippines stands at a strategic crossroads, the deeper question remains: is this really the best deal, or just the most convenient one? Several other fighter jet options remain in play. The American F-16 is battle-tested, widely supported, and deeply interoperable with U.S. systems, but it's costly and delivery timelines are long. The South Korean F-A-50, already in PAF service, offers logistical familiarity and strong bilateral ties, yet lacks some advanced systems unless significantly upgraded. Meanwhile, Sweden's JAS-39 Gripen stands out for its combination of affordability, advanced features, and low operational cost. But political complexities and procurement delays could hinder its availability. Beyond jets, the Philippines could also invest in unmanned drones, anti-air missile systems, or radar surveillance networks to enhance its layered air defense without overcommitting to a single platform. In a hybrid defense strategy, these systems could play a vital supporting role. Could a smarter mix of systems, not just jets, deliver more strategic value for the same investment? This is the central dilemma. Save money now, or spend more to ensure effectiveness later? If Italian jets provide just enough capability to deter, patrol, and respond, they could be a wise interim solution, a stepping stone toward a stronger future force. However, if they fall short in survivability, integration, or future-proofing, the Philippines risks buying into a system that won't keep up with regional threats. In this case, investing in a slightly more expensive but far more capable platform may be the smarter and ultimately cheaper choice. Is this a short-term fix, or a foundation for long-term security? Whatever path is chosen, it must be backed by rigorous, transparent, and data-driven decision-making. A hasty or politically motivated purchase could saddle the PF with underperforming assets, or worse, compromise national defense for years. Publicly disclosed technical evaluations, life cycle cost assessments, and strategic impact studies should guide the process. Accountability in procurement builds public trust and ensures that the final choice isn't just politically popular, it's militarily sound. In national defense, clarity is security. Has every stone been turned before taking flight? The potential acquisition of affordable Italian fighter jets presents the Philippines with an intriguing yet complex choice. While cost-effectiveness and quicker delivery may seem attractive, these benefits come with trade-offs in technology, interoperability, and long-term sustainability. The evaluation reveals a delicate balance: affordability versus capability, short-term gains versus long-term security, and immediate availability versus strategic fit. Italian jets may fill current gaps, but they risk falling short in future high-intensity scenarios or compromising interoperability with allies. Ultimately, this decision must go beyond price tags. The Philippines must adopt a clear-eyed, future-focused approach, one that aligns its Air Force modernization with evolving regional threats, defense priorities, and strategic partnerships. The fighter jets chosen today will define the country's air power and its role in the Indo-Pacific for decades to come. Thank you for tuning in to our channel. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more in-depth analysis of global issues.